In this video, I want to break down the biggest internet proposals of the last year and go over what was good and what was bad about them. Let's start here with this proposal. Bryton already has a huge following, so he's the kind of person where it's not too hard for him to deliver on camera, but still, he does a lot right in his proposal. First of all, what I like what he does is he goes to a fancy and picturesque restaurant. So the girl is gonna look good for the proposal and the pictures that follow. And a lot of women want to look good for those pictures, so they want some reason to get dressed up for the proposal. Now notice, he proposes in a spot with an amazing background, so all the pictures and videos once again are going to come out great. And this is what people that are already influencers and YouTubers online do so good. They are so good at staking out the best place, or at least the best location within the location that they're proposing. Also, you might want to notice that the proposal is actually pretty private, especially for someone that's some big YouTuber. We once took a poll online and asked them whether most girls would prefer a really private proposal or a really public proposal. And most decided they would rather have a private proposal than a public one. So that is something that he is doing really well, or at least I suppose so, because some girls might actually prefer a public one. As far as a critique goes, if I were him, I would have said it a little more and maybe said it while I was down on the knee proposing a little bit longer.
This is real.
What's your daddy?
I love you. It's
Okay.
so pretty.
Will you marry me?
This isn't real.
Yeah. You gotta put this on. My hand doesn't go on.
Also, another thing that you just have to notice is he has tons of cameras around him getting all sorts of footage. So you can tell this guy knows how to capture the proposal. He also obviously has a microphone somewhere on himself. So that's something that's really difficult, and people think it's gonna sound great, and then they watch the video and they can't hear anything at all. So what some people do is they will turn the recorder on their cell phone to pick up better audio when they're proposing for the whole amount of time up until the proposal. And then another thing I love that he does is after the proposal, he does a little interview getting the thoughts, and this always just makes for a good way of capturing the feeling of the moment for the memories. You know, not just seeing the person down on the ring and that reaction, but all the emotions and feeling around the time when people are just so in love. So now on to Dirksen's channel. He proposes by making a compilation video of their relationship, and he captures her reaction to the video, and at the end of the video he invites her to the backyard to propose. The video also has millions of views. The first thing that he does, and I can tell he does, is he builds suspense very well. While she's watching this video, she knows something is off and seems like, hey, why are my friends making me watch this video that has her and her boyfriend in it? Still, she doesn't 100% know that a proposal's coming, but you can pretty much anticipate it, and you can feel the lively anticipation within her. Then the anticipation gets bigger as time goes until it reveals what he's doing when he talks to her dad asking if he can marry her. And then her friends do a smart thing here. They take her to change her outfit before she gets proposed to. So all that time she's just getting more emotional, and it makes the moment last longer when she's there with her friends. It is a little bit risky doing it this way because that can take a long time, and it can maybe even kill the moment. But in this case, it worked out perfectly. Once again, you're gonna notice here, the proposal is pretty private, as most people prefer them to be. Now, I love this guy's little speech. It's not too long, it's just the perfect amount of time. He doesn't force it to be too long, he doesn't try to be too romantic, he just lets it all happen and lets her react in between him talking. And once again, he has a great mic to pick up the proposal. You don't know how valuable that will be as far as memories go. Another thing is he also stays on his knee for a relatively long time as he proposes. So much so that she goes down to him during the proposal. It's just a really great proposal. But my favorite part is they jump through their heart-shaped arch into the pool together in all their clothes. And what a cool, carefree idea. It just embodies that throw all cautions to the wind love that they have. And what a way to go with the flow. Just love it. Before I get to the best part, make sure you watch all my videos on how to plan the perfect proposal. I have thousands of ideas and tips on things like how to plan and photograph and make sure you're not missing anything for the proposal. Also, if you want more money to spend on the engagement, I show you how to save hundreds to thousands on the ring. Jewelers know that this is a one-time purchase you know nothing about. So take all my tips so you don't get ripped off and use the links below this video because those are the best places to buy rings as they combine being reputable with being affordable. On Zainab Haraka's channel, her boyfriend's proposal gets over 7 million views at the time of making this video, which is probably long before I even post it. The very first thing you will see is the decor for the proposal is just top notch. But let me tell you why it's top notch so maybe you can duplicate it. He uses tons of lights to decorate, but the lights are on different levels of height and depth. You want your decorations to be at different levels, up high, down low, eye level, in between. It will give a more complete feeling to the decorations. And then here's another thing, there are lights all around on the ground as well as the big centerpiece behind them. And then once again, what's great is he gave the girl an excuse to dress up for the proposal. I know that's not hard to do because they're obviously on a night out, but still, letting the girl get dressed up is great for pictures. So while it's easy here, it might be a little bit harder on a hike or something like that. So it's very good to keep it in consideration and give the girl an excuse to dress up, even if it's something like, hey, let's take pictures on our hike. A big thing that a lot of people do that adds to the moment is the fireworks that go off when the girl says yes. It adds to the moment, and I love it when they shoot up to about this level. It's really a nice effect at the time of the proposal. What it does, it just adds a liveliness to the proposal, like the proposal is coming alive. It's not just decorations, it's live decorations. And now you'll notice again that most smart video vloggers know to get the post-proposal reaction, not just the proposal itself. It really gets the feel of how things were and makes for great memories. In other words, saying yes shouldn't be the end of your footage. You should get a lot more and a little interview like they've done here. I know this is a really fancy place, but you can probably mimic a lot of this proposal with borrowing tons of Christmas lights from friends. Nick and Carrie's proposal from their YouTube channel was huge with 500,000 views in the first day. They got engaged in the Maldives. These two get proposed on a beach, which is an instant picturesque setting. Then add on top of that doing it at sunset. It is completely a romantic vibe. The decor is fantastic, the lights and especially the light up butterflies are awesome. The candles and the Marry Me sign are just all a great touch. Some things are very traditional to do like the Marry Me sign, and then some decor like the butterflies are just awesome side touch. The decor is all on different levels once again, not just the flowers on the ground, as many people that aren't good at decorating will do. Watch my video for how to decorate for more on that. However, I want to focus on this proposal as it makes kind of two mistakes I always tell people in my videos not to do. First is to make sure you have the most important parts and verify the day of. Also, never completely trust the people who are helping you do everything correctly. No one cares about your proposal like you or her, not even yours or her best friend. Trust me, if you leave everything to them, they're going to butcher it and they're not going to do it how you want it done. And here's the prime example. Here, Nick forgot the ring, but so often I see others forget things and things go wrong, and you want to verify that all of that is there. So the proposal loses some of the magic because the friends have to go run and get the ring. And so what you want to do is verify that all the plans are in place the day of. Nick here is very good and can pull it off to recover because he's just good at these things. But the main magic moment has passed while they wait for the helper to go get the ring and bring it back. The second thing is Nick reads his little pre-proposal speech. And the way he does it, it loses a lot of the sentiment when he reads the proposal. In fact, he reads the paper for over 4 minutes. To each person their own, but proposals seem to be a little more authentic when the proposal is spoken from the heart, even if it's a little rehearsed and not read. In fact, the reason a lot of times why these proposals are read is because they write down a lot of stuff they want to say, and then the magic of the moment passes by. You're better just kind of memorizing or kind of going over briefly what you're gonna say for about 30 seconds. But you can see from the time he starts to when he ends reading the paper, it becomes so dark during the proposal. And between the person having to go and get the ring and all of this coming back, the proposal in the moment has passed quite a bit. It's a beautiful proposal, but there were a few huge mistakes that ended up being good for the video and for people to comment and kind of laugh with them about, because once again, Nick was able to pull it off very well. Going back to things he does well, I do love how it ends with a romantic dinner, and that is just great. Isaac and Andrea get over 1 million views on the first 3 months of their proposal. Isaac does a lot right for this proposal. He says he's surprising her with a nice dinner, so she gets way dressed up, which will make for some amazing pictures once again and videos around the engagement, and will make the proposal feel that much more special. So when she gets there, she's surprised at this beautiful overlook with a pink balloon arch. My favorite thing that Isaac does, and this is really important, is he lets the speech happen all while he's on one knee. He doesn't give a speech, then get down on the knee. He says most of the speech while he's on the knee. It makes the proposal moment last longer. During that time, she's making all these great reactions. So she's so boiling and bubbling and bursting at the seams with excitement while he's down on that knee. And because you're on the knee and she's getting so excited, it's going to make for great pictures and videos from this proposal, which is actually really hard to do for photographers and videographers, because if you don't, most of the time, people only spend like 10 to 20 seconds on the knee. He's on the knee for at least a minute, and that's triple the amount of time for the photographer and 3 times the chance for a good picture or pictures. So often, it's hard to get a good picture in the moment, especially for inexperienced photographers. And once again, he also does the post-proposal interview, which once again always captures the true feelings of the proposal even better than the proposal itself. This is super important if the family isn't there, so they can get a feel for the emotions and the experience of the day. Just a really solid proposal. On my channel, I have tons of proposal tips and idea videos, from how to plan, photograph, and deliver the perfect proposal that she will never forget. Also, watch one of my many how to shop for engagement ring or diamond videos, or mark my words, they know how to rip you off. The best places to buy diamonds are in the description below this video to save you hundreds to thousands on engagement rings, and those links will filter out all the worst diamonds so that you type in your budget and you're getting at the top, the biggest carat and most high quality diamonds within that budget. So to get all your questions answered, like, subscribe, and watch another one now.